Jack was a man passionate about traveling, and he loved exploring the world by car. During one of his long journeys, he decided to push the boundaries of his country and venture into new and exciting places. On this particular trip, he drove late into the night until he felt extreme fatigue settling in. In a moment of exhaustion, he noticed an old house by the side of the road. The house was abandoned and neglected, yet it exuded a mysterious charm. Jack decided to take a short break and entered the house to rest for a while. Inside, he discovered a treasure trove of old and peculiar furniture. The house had 2 floors, and he chose to relax on the upper one. As he rested, drowsiness overcame him, and he drifted off to sleep for a brief moment. When he woke up, he found himself no longer in the house. He was in an entirely unfamiliar and unrecognizable place. Panic set in as Jack desperately began searching for an exit from this strange place, but all his efforts were in vain. The place grew darker and more terrifying, and things took a mysterious and eerie turn. Jack continued to explore the mysterious place in search of an escape, but every new corridor he ventured into only added complexity and mystery. He couldn't tell if this place was real or just a bizarre dream or vision. After hours of relentless searching, Jack discovered a small door at the end of a dark corridor. When he opened it, he found himself stepping out of the strange place back into the real world. His car was still parked by the roadside, and he realized that this experience had been both astonishing and terrifying at the same time. He resumed his journey in his car, but he couldn't forget those enigmatic moments in the peculiar house. He wondered whether it had been a real experience or just an effect of exhaustion and the long journey. The mystery lingered in his mind, leaving him with an eerie sense of wonder and curiosity. In a small, remote village in an Arab country, there existed an old hospital with a history spanning decades. It was known to the locals as Hospital Mushawar, the haunted hospital. Legends whispered that the hospital was a playground for malevolent spirits and vengeful souls who freely wandered its shadowy hallways. Chilling tales of eerie happenings and unexplainable occurrences surrounded the hospital, but none could match the sheer horror and mystery of Ahmed's story. Ahmed, a fearless young man who lived in the village, was always drawn to the unknown. He was captivated by tales of the supernatural and fascinated by the mysteries that lay beyond the realms of the ordinary. One day, as he sat by a crackling fire, listening to the elders' stories of the haunted hospital, Ahmed's curiosity ignited into an unquenchable flame. Determined to prove his mettle, he decided to undertake the most perilous challenge of his life, venturing into Al-Hospital Mushawar and confronting the spirits that dwelled within. He believed that these tales were nothing more than superstitious whispers of the fearful. Under the cover of night, Ahmed embarked on his journey to the hospital. The moon hung high in the sky, casting eerie shadows that danced ominously on the ground. As he crossed the threshold into the hospital, an icy chill crept down his spine. The air was thick with silence, punctuated only by the faint echo of his footsteps on the cold, tiled floors. With every step Ahmed took, he felt the weight of the stories press upon him. But his determination to unveil the truth overshadowed his fear. His lantern cast flickering shadows that seemed to dance with the ghosts of the past. He began to explore the winding hallways, each turn leading him deeper into the heart of the unknown. Suddenly, a haunting sound echoed through the corridor, freezing Ahmed in his tracks. It was a whisper, faint yet distinct, like the voices of those long gone. As he drew closer to the source, the whispers grew louder, filling his ears with a cacophony of fragmented sentences and desperate pleas for release. Venturing further, Ahmed stumbled upon a room that seemed to emanate an otherworldly glow. The air grew heavy, and the atmosphere was suffused with an unnatural energy. Inside, he found a painting, a portrait of a man who bore an uncanny resemblance to himself. The eyes in the painting seemed to hold his gaze, and in that moment, he felt an inexplicable connection to the figure on the canvas. As he reached out to touch the painting, a whirlwind of images flooded his mind. Visions of the past, of sorrow and betrayal, played out before him like scenes from a forgotten tragedy. The room seemed to tremble, and the walls reverberated with the anguish of a tormented soul. Ahmed's heart raced, torn between the urge to flee and the compulsion to understand. Just then, a whisper materialized, its voice a mournful sigh. "Free me," it implored, its words resonating deep within him. Driven by a surge of empathy, Ahmed realized that the only way to uncover the truth was to confront the pain that lingered within the haunted hospital. With a determined resolve, he vowed to uncover the story behind the painting, to unearth the secrets that bound the spirit to the mortal realm. As he delved deeper into the hospital's history, Ahmed uncovered a tale of love and betrayal, of an artist who had suffered a tragic fate. Bound by a sense of duty, he dedicated himself to a promise he had made in life, a promise that now imprisoned him in the realm of the living. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Ahmed embarked on a journey to mend the wounds of the past. With each revelation, he felt the hospital's malevolent energy weaken, replaced by a palpable sense of release. Through acts of compassion and determination, Ahmed forged a connection with the spirit that went beyond the boundaries of life and death. The villagers, initially skeptical of Ahmed's endeavor, began to witness a transformation within the haunted hospital. Its halls, once suffused with dread, now echoed with the whispers of gratitude and solace. The air grew lighter, and the shadows that had long held sway began to retreat. Ahmed's tale became one of redemption and courage, forever etched into the annals of the village's history. His legacy served as a reminder that even in the darkest corners of existence, the light of compassion could prevail against the tides of fear. And so, the haunted hospital ceased to be a place of dread, transformed instead into a testament to Ahmed's unwavering spirit and the transformative power of empathy.